And welcome back to our second session on investment cases. And we have four more very exciting cases. But the first one here I'm thrilled about because Hildward here, he actually helped us with the sustainability brand when we started off the company. And I'm very excited to hear what he has to say. And he's for sure a creative soul. I've seen him in real life. And Hildward, take it away.
Thank you, Bo. Thank you. Yes. First of all, thank you for being here. I just want to start by saying I think this is a good day to be talking to you about Revirtue, a new talent platform that seeks to redefine the creative industry from the inside out. My name is Hildward Werleman, and in the coming moments, I will explain to you why Revirtue goes way beyond being just a platform. And before I get to that, I also want to say that I think my presentation is a bit different compared to what has been so far, because I think Revirtue's directive comes from a very empathic point of view, a very human point of view. So I hope you enjoy this journey. As we know at the moment, the creative industry is notoriously exploitative, pushing creatives to very desperate situations, surviving from gig to gig. It's been normalized, creatives being underpaid or not paid at all. So being a creative myself, I can also relate to this on a very real way. The creative industry is also one of the hardest hit at the hands of the ongoing crisis. And we see that career and income inequality is exponentially higher than any of the other industries out there. We also see creatives being pitted against one another in a very opportunistic and self-serving environment, which is also why I started to think about how can we create a space where creativity can prosper. The stress of these situations is pushing a lot of creatives to keep inside of them a lot of untapped creative potential. But as we can start seeing as what we need right now as a society, creativity is going to play a very important role by pushing forward innovation in a new direction. As you can see there as well, it's being pointed out. Creativity, sustainability, and impact. Why has creativity been undervalued and overlooked? Look at the examples of our ancestors. They had to think creatively to move forward. They had to think in different ways to get out of the box, to advance, to lead the way to a better tomorrow for their people. So here we started to think, why then is creativity treated as a secondary skill? We see, yes, there's a lot of technology, there's a lot of innovation right now, but there's also a lot of things that we don't need. So I started to think about in systems, I started to think in infrastructures. How can we build a new paradigm, a new reality where creators can actually focus on doing transformative work? And according to Adobe, leading employees are actually acknowledging that creativity is a critical and necessary skill for the job market. And also is a fact that creativity, originality, and initiative is the #3 in-demand skill when it comes to the job market in the year 2022, according to the World Economic Forum. Having this in mind, I started thinking, okay, how can we give a space where creativity can prosper? A new self-sustaining talent economy. How powerful would that be? At Revirtue, we pledge to give creativity not just a decent salary, but a central and valuable role in an environmentally and socially constructed new reality where it is customary to invest in creative intelligence. We use technology to work for creativity instead of killing it. We are creating a safer and fairer space for recently graduated creatives, aspiring creatives, or basically people that have given up on their dreams to actually focus on making transformative work. Because creativity goes beyond design, creativity goes beyond colors and composition. Creativity on its core is about problem solving, solving really real problems with true creativity. So, think there's a lag. But being on Revirtue will be like having your very own AI assistant. Our matchmaking algorithm does not only match you to openings based on your skills, but they're also being matched by your personal values and the company culture. Automated contracts, in-app valuation systems, integrated peer-to-peer payment systems, and the ability to bypass red tape and geographical limitations are only a few of the tools ensuring a healthy ecosystem of mutually beneficial collaborations. Companies and organizations and recruiters on Revirtue stand out by being a part of a new economy that values the true potential of creativity. To frame Revirtue's directive within the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development, Revirtue will focus on reducing inequalities, industry innovation and infrastructure, and providing decent growth and decent work and economic growth. Meaning that creativity on Revirtue will be pulled to as a propeller for change. Our talent platform other talent platforms tend to commodify creativity and always put a price tag, putting them in a self-serving environment. At Revirtue, we don't try to mold creativity because we see the potential on untamed creative potential. We do this because we don't want creators to lose their peculiarity. We see a lot of brands and companies failing to stand out in these design bubbles, recycle design ideas, because creators are being seen as commodities. Revirtue provides a new angle. Right now, we are focusing on our crowdfunding campaign, which I would like to answer some questions later on. And to celebrate this, I just wanted to share with you our newest pitch video, which is part of this crowdfunding campaign.
Creatives, listen up. Why are there so many of us, but still so isolated? This is our chance to build a new, more equal playing field for ourselves, because nobody else will. Together, we can create a safer space where we can thrive as a community. Let's be honest, it sucks right now. We live in a world where surviving from gig to gig has been normalized. As creatives, we have been pitted against one another by primitive algorithms and dying economies. Undervalued, we are left in desperate situations bursting with untapped creative potential. Enough! The time has come to take charge of our own prospects. Let's claim back the benefits of our creative power by stepping into a new reality where creativity is valued. We can no longer allow ourselves to be treated as a resource to be commodified. At Revirtue, we get this. We seek to empower and reunite our community by building a platform that will eradicate career inequality, income vulnerability, and moral hazards within the creative industries. Our cognitive matchmaking algorithm will not only link you to job opportunities that fit your skill set, but also align with your personal values and principles as a creator. While other talent platforms exploit creativity and try to mold us into conformity, being on Revirtue will be like having your own personal assistant that truly amplifies your untapped creative potential. Our rights and voices will be protected by automated contracts and integrated peer-to-peer payment systems. The possibilities are boundless. Just try to imagine a new self-sustaining economic ecosystem made by and for creators, where we can determine our own rules and possibilities. We can be unstoppable. Meet Revirtue's growing team. We are working hard towards a new status quo for creators, united by our belief in creativity, fueled by the inspiration of the many eclectic voices of our community. We need your help to build the future we all deserve. Thanks to you, creatives barely surviving in a capitalist society will soon become a thing of the past. Feel what is intrinsic. Be a part of the change we need. Become a backer today to help develop the Revirtue platform. Every contribution brings us one step closer to creative freedom and financial independence. See you on the other side.
Thank you. No doubt, Hildward, that you are kind of leading the creative economy, and actually we're now in the place where we had some years ago Trailer Park Festival with the Space 10 now and the Art Rebels, and I think you are kind of the new generation of the creatives. Tell us a little bit more about the business model, or how are this platform, because definitely you are talented, but how are this platform supposed to make money?
Yes. So the platform and our business model is designed in a way to create less barriers for creatives, less stress for creatives. So creatives won't have the limitations of a subscription. Joining the platform as creatives will always be free, to not add another stressor to what already creativity is suffering as a craft. The business model will be run mostly on subscription on the company side. That is very, very viable for companies, especially startups, because we see a lot of potential in startups and their impact and how easily their organization can be reorganized. We're also talking about a revenue stream on tokenized actions on the platform that will be hidden sources of streams, valuation systems, when a digital art piece is being valuated or reshared or bought, these kind of transactions to kind of minimize the financially heavy and capital intensive focus on being a part of this new economy.
And you are now running an Indiegogo campaign, and there will be revenue through the platform. Other sources of funding you're looking into with what you do?
Yeah, so basically for this part of the funding, we are putting a high importance on crowdfunding, because we want to generate a sense of ownership in the community, being able to say, hey, we are on the same boat. We want to give you the chance to invest in your future, to create this sort of tribe mentality in a way to say, hey, we have to take charge about this, because nobody else will pay attention to us or build this for us. Of course, we have looked into other viable forms of funding, which we already have been contacted by several firms here in Denmark that are very interested to follow our journey at the moment. And of course, we are also focusing our efforts in the coming period of funding to look into public funding. We want to extend a sense of autonomy and having control over, okay, so what is going to be this economy? How are we going to shape it? And that is not always the case with private funding. So we are working in stages when it comes to that, to keep true the idea.
Understand. If there's any questions, otherwise I have a last one. You start in Copenhagen, I guess, or tell us about how you will expand from here where we stand now.
Yes, so actually Revirtue started in the concept phase in Amsterdam, Netherlands. It started in a very, a graduation kind of a community of creatives, that a focus group thinking about, the main pains, the potential. And then afterwards, I brought it with me to Copenhagen, where it's officially registered, and we started expanding the team in that. I'm also developing it further in the academic context of the Royal Danish Academy to, make use of the resources and the contacts in a way to expand. And I think our focus market-wise would, of course, be the Nordics, Scandinavia. Most of all, half of our team is in Helsinki, so it's happening on a very organic way, how the word is spreading within the creative community. And obviously, of course, Central Europe, because of Amsterdam, where it all started. But our ambitions go globally. It's a decentralized economy that is, created by and for creatives, outside of, the traditional financial infrastructures, in a way to lower those hazards.
Okay, so if you want to be a first row in the creative economy, please follow Revirtue, and you can invest in them online and for the future. Thank you very much, Hildward.
Thank you.